Okay, so now we want to look at the domain and range for function with two variables. Okay, all right, so in just a recap, okay, function with one variable. Okay, we have y equal to fx. Okay, so for this one, the domain will be the x. Okay, and the range will be in terms of y. Okay, so this is for one variable. This time, we want to look at the domain and the range for z equal to fxy. Okay, therefore, the value of the domain will be in terms of xy. This is the domain. And z will be the range. Okay, so it's different from the one variable and also the two variable. Okay, so this one is two variable. Function with two variable. Okay, so domain is a set of all possible input xy of the function fxy. Okay, and the range is a set of output z that result when xy varies over the domain D. Okay, so z is depends on the independent variable x and y. Okay, all right, let's look at the example. Here, if we have this function, okay, so fxy equal to 1 over xy. How we want to determine the domain? Okay, so we need to look at the restriction. Okay, so if the function has restriction, so meaning that we can determine the domain of the function. For example, in this one, we have fxy equal to 1 over x plus y. In this case, we know that the restriction is for the denominator. Okay, the denominator here is x plus y. Okay, so x plus y cannot be equal to 0. Okay, so what we can have for the domain is meaning that the x plus y cannot equal to 0. That will be the domain. Okay, second one. Let's say we have the fx equal to the square root of x plus y. Okay, so for the square root sign, okay, for the square root sign, we know that it must be positive. Okay, therefore from here we can have the domain where the x plus y must equal to 0. Okay, the third one here, let's say we have a function in terms of ln. Okay, so let's say this is the function. Okay, the function, okay, so here also xy, got a typo here because we deal with two variable. Okay, so for fxy here we have ln x plus y. So for the log function, we know that it must be greater than 0. Okay, because for the ln, the minimum value is 0. Okay, cannot touch 0 lah. Okay, so therefore the domain will be x plus y greater than 0. Okay, so if you want to look at the domain, we need to find the restriction. Okay, this is the important key thing. When finding the domain, look at whether the function has the restriction or not.